No, that's okay.
Today we're going to give a lesson on how to make sauce.
Okay, to start the sauce, you're going to need beef short ribs.
How much?
This is
a pound.
1 pound.
1 pound beef short ribs.
Yes.
Beef chuck short ribs boneless.
And you don't have to use a whole pound. You can use a half a pound. You can use just 2 if you want. Garlic.
Okay.
Olive oil. Garlic salt. 2 large cans of crushed tomatoes.
Large cans. How many ounces?
1 pound, 12 ounce cans.
12 ounce cans.
1 pound, 12 ounce.
28, 29 ounce.
Okay.
And 2 18-ounce tomato pastes.
How come we only have 1?
Well, we have 3 little ones.
Oh, okay. So 2. Is Hunt's the best brand to use?
Hunt's is the best brand. This particular tomatoes, Grandma talks about using 6-in-1, but I use Hunt's crushed tomatoes, but we're just trying 6-in-1.
Is ground and crushed the same thing?
Basically, yes. San Marzanos are really good too, tomatoes. You can get San Marzano tomatoes, which are whole, and then you'll have to put them in the blender to blend them up. So, okay, to get started, you're going to heat your pan on, we'll say, medium.
Okay.
For a minute. I don't know. Just because you always heat the pan before you add the oil. So we're going to let that heat just a little bit.
Medium is a 4 on our stove.
Okay.
Okay.
So you add the olive oil till it lightly coats the bottom of the pan.
Get this. You see? Okay.
Okay, then you get your beef short ribs, and you're going to brown these because this is what's going to give flavor to the sauce.
Okay.
My grandma used to use neck bones, beef neck bones, but they're hard to find. So I just use beef short ribs.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to brown these.
Till they get brown.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a minute.
I'm going
amount.
to put up the heat a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, after you brown these short ribs, maybe halfway through, they don't have to be cooked through, you're just browning the outside. Then you're going to add 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. You don't want to add the garlic right away because you don't want the garlic to get burned in the oil. Because garlic will get bitter if it gets burned in the oil. It's kind of a bitter flavor.
So we're adding 2 cloves?
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
You just chop them up, or you add the whole thing?
I like to cut them in half.
Are you supposed to turn the beefs?
You'll turn them on each side to get all sides brown.
On all 4 sides.
On all 4 sides.
Yeah.
Whatever. However many sides.
Well, the 2 ends, you probably can't stand them up.
What should we use? I know this is a special pan, so we can't.
We can probably, to flip them,
Yeah.
we can use these things.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So see it, just lift it a little, see if it's brown. yet.
Brown.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be a little browner, but that's okay. The more brown it is, that's where the flavoring comes from.
Come on.
Well, you can leave it like that. Just do that side. There you go. There you go.
Hey, spectators.
Want to get the browning?
Okay.
So while the meat's browning, you can add some garlic, salt, and pepper if you want. When the beef's pretty much browned, then you can add the garlic, which I cut in half.
You don't have to put it like in the meat or anything, do you? Just anywhere in there?
Yeah, just kind of keep stirring it around so it doesn't get burnt.
That's the inside after we added the garlic. They're a little brown around the edges.
Next, we're going to add the tomatoes. So you'll add the 2 cans of fresh tomatoes. Like you don't get splashed.
Sorry, everybody.
Trying to open it.
And then, no, not yet.
Boy, can you
All
get
right.
that in
What
there
we're
from
going to
that
do with
close?
these, you fill each one of these cans up with water, rinsing out the can and putting it in the pot.
Does it matter the temperature?
Well, if you,
Did you
I
say
like
rinse
it.
out the can, then?
No, you
Okay.
fill it up with water,
And then dump it?
rinsing the kind of, because all that stuff's going to go in the pot.
Right.
Without getting cut. I'll be the voice of safety.
You can take this off and it will come off.
Just add it to the pot, yep.
Okay.
And you want to do the same with the other can.
That can't work, Mark.
Thanks.
Smooth can.
Okay. You stir it now?
Stir it. And you might, at this point, you might want to turn up the heat a little bit just to get it boiling.
Oh, you seem good.
Should the meat be boiling?
Fine.
Okay.
So you're going to let this cook just with the meat and the tomatoes maybe half hour.
Half hour? Okay.
What happened while we were waiting for 30 minutes, the sauce was coming to a nice rolling boil.
We stirred it like every 10
Stirred
minutes.
it every 10 minutes or so.
Kept an eye on it.
Now we're going to add the tomato paste. And we're at first going to add 1 18-ounce can and 1 6-ounce can
See how it looks.
to see
No, I did
how
not.
thick it makes it. In the pot as close as you can get it so it doesn't splash.
Easy to do without burning myself.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, so we're getting hot water so we don't cool the sauce, and
you can use the knife to scrape the side if you want.
Can we do it?
And then we'll do the same with this little can.
I'll let you do that one then.
Yeah, the little cans are easier.
Yeah, because the knife goes all the way in.
All the paste is added and the water's added. Stir it to make sure the paste gets incorporated with the tomatoes. You may have to
Turn it up till it
increase
boils.
the temperature so it gets back up to boiling.
how long will you cook this then? Is this the last step except for like just letting it cook for a while?
Yeah, you're going to let this cook. After we make the meatballs, then you're going to just let it simmer probably for like 2 hours.